We begin tonight at 6 with the family of a kindergartner planning to sue IPS. They claim their child was subjected to physical and verbal abuse from his special education teacher.
Our Jenna Webster explains what attorneys are now calling egregious incidents.
A tort claim notice against Indianapolis Public Schools alleges a teacher physically and verbally abused a student multiple times, and the district failed to notify the child's parents.
It got so severe that this child was wetting himself before going into school. And so that's when you see that these anxieties were a direct result of what was happening within the school and should have been being addressed by administrators.
Catherine Michael is one of the attorneys representing the family. The child at the center of this is in kindergarten at Washington Irving Elementary School. He's autistic and nonverbal.
This child could have and should have been protected by the school and was not.
The tort claim notice says on September 29th, the boy's special education teacher purposely tripped him, then dragged him by the ankle along the hallway floor. On October 4th, the teacher allegedly snapped a hair tie against the boy's head multiple times. When a registered behavior technician attempted to intervene, court documents say the teacher started snapping the hair tie on her hand. On an unknown date, the teacher allegedly picked the boy up and dropped him on the floor before placing him in the closet. Court documents claim the teacher used the closet repeatedly as a disciplinary measure. Then on October 6th, a witness says the teacher pushed him hard enough that he fell and hit his head. The family of the boy says they didn't learn about any of this until the Department of Child Services called the next day, according to court documents. The mom then filed a report with the IPS Police Department.
It's very egregious. I mean, imagine you're a parent and you get a call from DCS that your child has been abused, not just once, but on multiple occasions.
The tort claim alleges the district failed to notify the family and was negligent in hiring, retaining, supervising, and training the special education teacher. Last month, an IPS spokesperson said a teacher at Washington Irving Elementary School was under investigation for an alleged use of excessive force and no longer employed by the district. We're working to learn if this is the same teacher in the tort claim notice. The district says it's working on a response to our questions.
Who would think that you would use a closet as punishment for a 5-year-old nonverbal child? That is outrageous.
Attorneys say it's been a devastating time for this family and are calling on IPS to provide better supervision, staff training, and communication with parents. In Indianapolis, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
The tort claim notice says the family is seeking more than $700,000 per incident of abuse.
An Indianapolis man has been sentenced to 18 months in federal prison for flashing a machine gun in a crowded area during last year's NBA Finals. Police say 20-year-old Ajon Hall flashed a gun near a hotel on Georgia Street while crowds were gathered there to watch Game 7. IMPD officers chased Hall into a nearby parking garage where he got rid of a backpack. Police later discovered a handgun with a machine gun conversion device. Hall pleaded guilty to illegal possession of a machine gun.
Tonight we're learning more about a father killed in a crash on the city's northeast side. His children were inside the vehicle.
And now IMPD is praising some of their officers for rushing into the freezing water, trying to save them all. Our Matthew Foltz talked with officers today and the family.
This is the spot here at this retention pond where first responders pulled a car out earlier this morning, a father and 2 children trapped inside. And now we're learning that man was 28-year-old Deshaun Sims, who his family tells me he was a good father, son, brother, and nephew. And now they're trying to wrap their minds around how something like this could have happened.
Metro Police say officers got to the scene shortly after midnight near Pendleton Pike and 465. Officers jumped in to save Deshaun and his 2 children, but Deshaun later died at the hospital. Family members tell me they believe the crash was an accident, and it's something investigators are now working to figure out.
We don't know all the facts and circumstances of that. We'll work to try to gather as much as we can, but they need you. They need your prayers. They need your thoughts. Reach out, help them, be with these little children. They're going to need you.
Now, some of the family members tell me off camera that Deshaun was the best father to his 2 children, and they also say that his son, who was rescued from this car accident, his birthday is today. So right now the family tells me that all of this is just a lot to process. Reporting on Indy's northeast side, I'm Matthew Foltz, 13 News.
Windy and mild today, at least by January standards. Temperatures average mid-30s. We have 40s and 50s on the map right now, from 45 in Kokomo to 48 in Indianapolis to 54 right now in Bedford. Evening temperatures under cloudy skies will stay in the middle and upper 40s for most of us. Mid-30s to start tomorrow. Clouds and a few showers at the bus stop. If you forget the umbrella, I don't think you get too wet. Just a few showers. We're not expecting any heavy rain, but that rain does quickly mix with some snow showers, changing to all snow showers by this time tomorrow. Temperatures will fall from the 30s early on into the mid-20s. With Future Track 13, you can see some showers arriving later this evening and early tomorrow morning. Some mixed rain and snow showers before we look ahead to heavier lake effect snow. Let you know how much we're expecting in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Angela. Thanks. If you've been in the market to buy a home over the last several years, you know how expensive it can be.
And now some lawmakers believe a bill that overhauls housing regulations could bring some of that cost down. Emily Longnecker explains.
Yeah, this is the main bill for Indiana House Republicans. It is their priority bill. They say that it will expand Indiana's housing supply and bring down the cost of housing by rolling back some regulations that they say drive up those housing prices. No one got a chance to testify about the bill Tuesday in committee. Only its author, Republican State Representative Doug Miller, who told the lawmakers on the local government committee that the bill would help with Indiana's housing shortage. House Bill 1001 reduces local government's control over zoning, design standards, and fees for building. It also increases oversight of local housing decisions so the state can better understand when a builder is denied from being able to come into an area and construct homes. Some critics argue parts of the bill could undermine local government control and change the character of a neighborhood if design standards like roof styles and exterior materials are banned. Supporters, including House Republicans, say Indiana needs more homes, and House Bill 1001 is a way to do that.
Think of this bill as providing common sense regulatory reform. As we debate which provisions to amend, I urge you to keep in mind that young adults need starter homes. And statistically, right now in the state of Indiana, young adults, first-time home buyers, are waiting until they're 40-plus years of age to move into the market. That's a challenge as well for a lot of price points.
Now, there were some other bills that the committee heard before this one, so there was no testimony, just the bill's author presenting the details of the bill to the committee. Testimony could happen next week, and that's when we'll hear from the public about what they think about this bill, if they believe that it does something to address the housing supply, or if some people think it goes too far. At the Indiana State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.